Ava never expected to find a secret hidden under the passenger seat. It was a Friday afternoon. The golden sunlight streamed through the car window as she cleaned Ethan's car, something she often did when he was too busy with work. Her hand brushed against a small velvet box. Curious, she pulled it out, dusted it off, and opened it. Inside lay a diamond ring, elegant, shining, simple, and perfect. Her breath caught. For a moment, her heart filled with warmth. Was he going to propose? Maybe all those distant nights, all those cold replies, maybe they meant he was just planning something special. She smiled, her eyes wet with relief. Finally, something beautiful was about to happen. Ava had loved Ethan for 4 years. They weren't perfect, but they were real. He used to bring her coffee in bed, kiss her forehead before leaving for work, text her silly jokes during meetings. But over time, those little things disappeared. His laughter turned into silence, his warmth into polite distance. Every time she asked, he'd say, "Just tired, babe, work's crazy." And she believed him, because love makes excuses before it asks questions. That night, she looked at the ring again, her heart full of hope. Maybe he was just nervous? Maybe this was the reason he had been acting strange. A proposal could fix everything. She even called her best friend Mia, whispering through giggles, "I think he's going to propose. I found a ring in his car." Mia screamed with joy on the other end. Ava couldn't stop smiling. The next evening, Ethan came home later than usual. Ava had made dinner, candles, his favorite pasta, soft music. She wanted him to feel how much she still cared. But when he walked in, he wasn't the same man she had loved. His shirt smelled faintly of expensive perfume, the kind Ava never wore. She smiled anyway, masking her unease. "Rough day?" she asked gently. "Yeah," he muttered, loosening his tie. Then he reached for his phone, checking messages before even looking at her. After a moment of silence, Ava decided to test the waters. With a playful grin, she said, "So, who's the lucky woman getting the ring?" The color drained from Ethan's face. He froze. "What ring?" he asked quickly, eyes sharp. Ava laughed softly. "Oh, come on. I found it in your car, the velvet box." He swallowed hard, then forced a shaky smile. "It's for my mom," he said finally. "Her birthday's next week." Ava's laughter faded. His tone was off, too defensive, too rushed. And that perfume, it wasn't from his mother. The air between them turned heavy. He changed the subject, talking about work, pretending everything was fine. But something in Ava broke that night. The next day, while Ethan said he had a client dinner, Ava's instincts told her otherwise. Her heart said, "Trust him," but her mind whispered, "Check once." So she did. She followed his car quietly, parking across from an elegant restaurant downtown. Through the window, she saw him, laughing, relaxed, alive in a way he hadn't been with her in months. And across the table sat a woman, beautifully dressed, smiling, touching his hand. Ava's breath stopped when Ethan pulled something from his pocket. The ring box. Her vision blurred. It wasn't his mother across that table. It was someone new, someone he'd been saving his smiles for. Ava couldn't hear the words, but she didn't need to. She saw him slide the ring onto the woman's finger. The restaurant clapped. Her world went silent. She didn't storm in. She didn't cry or scream. She just stood there, her heart breaking quietly under the rain. She took out her phone, snapped a picture, and walked away. That night, Ethan came home late again. He didn't know she'd seen everything. He walked in humming, pretending to be tired. Ava sat on the couch, calm, her phone in hand. She didn't yell or ask why. She simply texted him, one line that said it all. "Tell your mom congrats. The ring looks beautiful on her." Heartbreak. He froze. The phone slipped from his hand. He tried to speak, but by then she had already walked out the door, suitcase in hand, silence following her like a shadow. Days passed. Ethan tried calling. He sent long messages, excuses, apologies. But she never replied. Ava spent a week at her sister's house, relearning the sound of her own laughter. She cried sometimes, but the tears felt lighter each day. Because somewhere between heartbreak and healing, she realized. She didn't lose him. He lost her. Some lies don't need confrontation. They reveal themselves. Ava didn't need closure, because the truth was enough. She once believed that silence meant weakness. Now she knew it could also mean strength. Sometimes walking away without a word is louder than 1,000 arguments. If you found a ring meant for someone else, would you confront them or leave without a word?